Hello, how are you doing? Welcome back to some more F1 Manager 2023 and another part of the Williams Road to Glory career mode. Today we are back with the Singapore Grand Prix. Obviously, last time out, we probably had a chance to win the race, but circumstances didn't quite go our way. Strategy didn't quite go our way. It was just, things didn't quite go for us, and hopefully today things will. Hopefully we'll have a decent race at Singapore. It's not a track that will suit our car massively, but we should be able to get through to Q3, should be able to score some points again, and work towards securing that 5th place in the Constructors' Standings. If you're enjoying the series, don't forget to leave a big thumbs up down below. It only takes a couple of seconds, but really does help me out, especially 40 episodes in now. It's it's a long series already, so thank you very much for the support, and without further ado, let's get ourselves immersed into the action for today then. And not a lot really to get through. Aerodynamic period 4 is about to finish. It's very difficult to work out what to do, really. We're obviously not doing anything at the minute. Really, we should be researching next year's car, shouldn't we? So I think we get a big underfloor one in there once the new one opens, and we'll see how it goes after that. A car inspection results, a couple of the parts need changing. We'll try and get those fixed, although it looks like that's already happened. And there's the feature race results. So Vesti won, Aaron in 2nd, and Behrman in 3rd. Okay, let's move forward then. That is complete. As is that. Nice. Sponsoring Christian Mansell in F3. Is development will get increased? Go on then. I don't think that'll count towards the cost cap, will it? No. So that's fine by me. Okay, side pods are low stock. I'm just going to have to sort of accept that, I think. Cost cap limits. We're currently 7 million away from it. Any spending that affects our car performance, even indirectly, is counted towards the cost cap. Okay. Drive development update. So yeah, they are definitely developing quite nicely, which is good to see. Alfa Romeo are bringing in a new upgrade. The new ATR period has begun, I think. Has it? No? Is that coming soon? Must be. Right, pit stop time. Tyres. That's all good. Happy with that. There you go. New ATR period is open then. And, well, let's get ourselves one big thing on the research, and I think underfloor is definitely somewhere we want to focus our attention to. If we stick a load of resources behind that, I mean, to be fair, could we just stick everything behind that? I know that might not be the best idea, but if we can have a good underfloor, that might help us out a bit more than everything else next season. Especially if we focus on those areas a little bit. More than others. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. And we'll stick 6 engineers on it. It's going to cost us 1.4 million. And I think that is us essentially making our last step. We've got 625,000 left. I mean, the scouting team, is that something we could reduce almost? But they only cost 7,000 a month. Yeah, maybe change that team size. Will that help the finances a little bit? I don't think so. We'll continue on. We'll see if that's... Yeah, it has changed it a little bit, to be fair. Where else could we reduce things? Can we change their salary? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, I don't think you can actually, you know, degrade these, can you? So, yeah, it is what it is. We'll just have to accept that. Wind tunnel data concern. Oh dear. So yeah, it was an issue, which is annoying. That's going to cost us 640,000. I'm hoping that that doesn't eke into the cost cap, because if it does, we are screwed. Let's have a look. Oh my god, it did. Oh my god, it did. We're still just about within the cost cap, but wow, we cannot spend a penny for the rest of the season now. Wow. It's a good job we reduced our engineering team, isn't it? Goodness me. We are in peril. Anyway, let's get ourselves into the Singapore Grand Prix and hopefully get some good news.
Our Formula One season continues here, in the Republic of Singapore. The Marina Bay Street Circuit is lit up and ready for action, looking like some sort of scene from a science fiction movie. But the competition is real, and nothing else can deliver quite like Formula One. Singapore streets are a constant challenge for drivers, where one lapse in concentration can easily see them hit the wall. Downforce is the name of the game here, and teams will need to add as much as possible to gain an advantage. In the last round, Max Verstappen flew to victory, the Dutchman proving that he can be absolutely unstoppable when he's in such fine form. Stay right here, because we're just getting started.
Okay then, it's going to be rainy in qualifying, which is going to be very interesting around Singapore, but hopefully dry the rest of the weekend, so I'll see you guys for Q1. Well, not a bad amount of setup satisfaction once again, 99% and 97% for both drivers. So there we go, let's get ourselves into qualifying one with very high confidence. That's exactly what we want to see.
Our weekend continues with qualifying, as the drivers fight it out for a strong grid position.
Executing the perfect qualifying lap around Singapore comes down to absolute precision. The circuit needs high downforce and a good suspension to maximize grip on the bumpy street surface.
Karun, there's Yuki Tsunoda. How would you describe things for him at the moment?
It hasn't been a great showing from the team's drivers so far. Neither will want to be left behind, and I'm sure they'll both be looking to pull ahead today.
There's not much left to say, so let's get into it.
Okay, right, could potentially be some rain in qualifying. We're certainly expecting it. We're going to have to definitely make do with all of these engines between now and the end of the season. Obviously still quite a way to go, but it is what it is, you know. I suppose what we're going to gain from 5th in the championship from pushing this season, bit of extra prize money for next season, a bit of an extra bit of clout, which should help us out. But yeah, we'll have to be careful with our pool of resources. Okay, let's get ourselves into qualifying then. Here we go. Right, let's have a quick look at the radar. Yep, it is going to rain, but possibly not straight away, and it'll possibly dry up just before the end as well, so it's going to be an interesting time for getting our laps in. Looks like everybody's out there though, so shouldn't really be any issues of traffic. So Alexander Albon, let's see how he gets on in his flying lap. I think Alonso's managed a purple first sector. The problem is he's stuck right behind Oscar Piastri on his lap. So Yuki Tsunoda's actually the quickest through sector 2. So here we go then. Albon up to the line. It's a 1:30.0 for him. And Tsunoda goes quickest with a 1:29.6. But those are the two quickest so far, which is very good to see. Perez goes second, Hamilton third, two Ferraris usurp us, and Max Verstappen has usurped them. But fourth and eighth at the moment. That's a pretty damn good performance from particularly Yuki Tsunoda there, but I think that should be that for qualifying. It is going to dry up a little bit later on, but surely not with enough time to be able to do anything. But yeah, other than Piastri, I wouldn't expect many from down there to improve enough to get through. So we're expecting that rain to die off. When will it get dry? It's dry now, to be fair, but yeah, we're going to let fate decide how we do. Albon's starting to get dangerously close to the bottom there. Piastri has already finished. I think everybody's already finished, haven't they? Yeah, I think that's everyone through. So yeah, Albon 12th in the end, Tsunoda 6th. But good enough to get through to Q2. Okay, intermediate tyres in Q2 then. Quick look at the setups if you're interested, by the way, for both drivers. Okay. So a little check of this. Yeah, it is going to dry up towards the end, so definitely not worth getting out there yet. Maybe the track grip isn't actually getting better like we thought it might. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Definitely going to be worth being the last people out there. Got a nice little bit of track. So I think they should be okay here. And probably the best of the conditions that they could hope for. Albon, who's a little slower in Q1. We're giving him the tour this time.
Okay, Alex, that's the flag.
Checkered flag is out. Hulkenberg is out of qualifying, as is George Russell. Piastri hasn't crossed the line just yet, but the two Alpines, they're the ones that we're definitely targeting here. As Tsunoda goes through the second sector. Yeah, no real way to tell until We're across the line, but it's going to be Yuki Tsunoda over the line first. He's up to 8th. What about Albon? He's up to 7th. Brilliant times from both of them. They're through to qualifying 3 in 7th and 9th. Both Alpines are out in Q2. Okay, into Q3 then. And again, it's going to be rainy. So need to get out there pretty quickly. I think everybody else will as well. It's time we send Albon out there. Just as the lead driver. Let's see who gets the better time in. So Albon quicker in Sector 1. Albon quicker in Sector 2 as well. But Tsunoda quicker in Sector 3. And wow, a 10th between them. Albon at 29.7. Tsunoda manages
You are P2. You are P2.
at 29.8. And Sainz goes quickest then.
Go in.
With a 29.3. Norris over the line. He goes 3rd. Brilliant time. He gets ahead of Yuki Tsunoda. What about Charles Leclerc? Or Leclerc? He goes 29.2. Very good. Perez over the line. He goes 3rd. Verstappen takes pole 1:29.1. Hamilton goes 5th. And Stroll goes up to 6th. So we're 7th and 9th at the moment. Fernando Alonso, he's going to be the last man over the line. What can he do? He's over the line, and he's only P10 as the rain falls down, and we think that might be it in terms of competitive lap times. So it's going to be, surprise, surprise, Max Verstappen on pole position, Leclerc 2nd, Sainz 3rd, Perez 4th, and then Hamilton, a very good P5 for Mercedes, Stroll in 6th, and Albon in 7th for Williams, Norris 8th, Tsunoda 9th, and Alonso P10. Just let them finish their laps. I think they are all finished now. And there you go, obviously no improvement. But there it is, the top 10, and Lando Norris with a penalty, so it's going to be 7th and 8th in the race for tomorrow. Let's get ourselves into this Singapore Grand Prix.
The excitement is building, there's electricity in the air. But there's no surprise in that. It's race day.
The walls around Singapore force the cars close together, and even the best can waver in the tight spaces. Back in 2011, we saw Lewis Hamilton clip Felipe Massa as the two battled it out. There were certainly some words exchanged after that one, as I'm sure you recall.
Now we see Yuki Tsunoda there, Karun. How do you think he's going to be feeling?
I'd say they're in a good place right now. It's pretty clear what the expectations for them were, and they've done well in meeting them head on.
We should see some fascinating strategies applied today here at the Singapore Grand Prix.
One thing I did notice is I don't think we did any performance targets this weekend, which is a shame. Yeah, we're not going to be able to do any race targets, which is a shame. What are we looking at then? So you could do a 1-stop or an aggressive 2-stop. It's not a bad one for Albon. Might try and be potentially a bit more aggressive with Tsunoda. Add in an extra stint. Do we have an extra set of mediums? Doesn't look like it, which is annoying. But great, be aggressive in the first couple of stints. We'll see how that goes. Can't see it actually doing a lot for him. I suppose, could we front load that soft tyre stint? Go softs at the start, then mediums, then hards. Let's see. Yeah, I quite like that actually. Because it gets him in early, then onto the medium tyres, go a little bit longer, and just gets him out of the sort of pit windows of the other cars. And hopefully, you know, he'll reap the rewards from that. But we'll see how it goes. Could backfire most certainly. Obviously got to be attacking in those first couple of laps, so let's see how we get on.
The drivers are almost ready here in Singapore as we get ready for 61 laps under the lights. This could be a big race for that man right there, Lewis Hamilton.
That's a really strong starting position for them in P5. They just need to keep it clean and sensible in the race.
But remember, anything can happen in Formula One. We're just moments away from the Singapore Grand Prix. And it's lights out,
away we go then. And it's Max Verstappen off the grid very, very nicely there. And Charles Leclerc goes down the inside into turn 1. He has got the soft tyres. You would expect that Charles Leclerc will get past. It's a very good start. Very, very good start. But Verstappen leads, then Leclerc, then Sainz in third. Perez and Sainz side by side. Sainz should manage to stay ahead of Sergio Perez and does manage to do that. So Perez fourth, then Hamilton fifth, then Stroll is P6 at the moment. Albon is seventh, followed by Yuki Tsunoda in P8. Fernando Alonso already up to P9. Ocon up to P10 as well. And Norris already dropped down to 14th. That's a really disappointing start. Although, actually, he got a penalty, didn't he? So that might actually be a decent start for him. But let's see where they end up. Perez back ahead of Carlos Sainz. Let's see what Alexander Albon can perhaps manage in this lap. Here we go then. I'm actually going to tell Tsunoda to just drop down to aggressive so that his tyres survive a little bit longer than Alex Albon's. Because Alex will be switching down to the standard strategy on tyres. It may be worth even telling Yuki Tsunoda to pass Alex actually at some point. But we'll see how it goes. Obviously, if Alex can stay with Lance Stroll, then that would be the preferable outcome. And there we go then. And down to neutral he goes. As well stick Tsunoda on neutral as well. But here we go then, Lance Stroll having a little look at Lewis Hamilton. Doesn't quite manage to get past just yet. You can see Tsunoda desperately trying to get through. This strategy only really works for Tsunoda if he's got clear air. And there's Stroll trying to get past Lewis Hamilton. Doesn't manage it there. Yeah, I'm very worried about Fernando Alonso as well in all of this. So we need to keep an eye on Albon. Yeah, he's now dropped a second behind, so I would say Albon needs to let his teammate past. And now we let Tsunoda run ragged. But there you go. Safety car is out. Ah! Damn it. I was going to maybe put Tsunoda in,
We've
but
got Ricciardo here in a spot of bother.
let's see what's happened. Everybody's got in the pits. Yeah. Oh, it's a nasty one. There's a nasty one, but everybody has gone into the pits in the bottom 10.
Safety car.
Which is a bit of a shocker.
Keep delta positive.
Okay.
Make sure you keep some energy on your brakes.
Yeah, that's the problem. Tsunoda would drop to the back now. But it was probably worth bringing them in.
Let's get the pack under control.
Yep, copy.
But it is what it is. We can't change it now.
Copy.
Other people's tyres will struggle.
Battery is good.
Good.
And it will allow us to push hard.
Track is full.
Okay, copy.
I think safety car will be coming in this lap.
The safety car will be in this lap.
So Tsunoda's very much going to push. Albon, I think, let's just stick with the strategy for now. Don't think there's any real reason to push Albon silly. Well, here goes Yuki Tsunoda straight away having a look at Lance Stroll and makes it past. That's a huge move for Tsunoda into P4. And that's exactly what we were looking to do. As well, Albon's just about made it back past Fernando Alonso, just struggling to stay in front. Alonso's not really who we're fighting today, though. He's going to be somebody that will end up nearer the front. Let's use Alex Albon's overtake button a little bit. And Tsunoda into third. Well, let's have a little look at this. So this was not DRS assisted.
There's the opening.
And yeah, just goes straight round the outside and
into third and contend.
is through. What Tsunoda needs to do now is get out of the DRS range of Hamilton. And try and stay in the DRS range of Sainz and Verstappen. As we say, his tyres are going to be of absolute importance of keeping them, or, you know, keeping them above 50%, getting the performance out of them while we can. There goes Sainz past Verstappen side by side. That's allowed Tsunoda to really close up now. So Albon side by side with Fernando Alonso. And now really trying to get past those two.
Copy.
Can Tsunoda get past either of these? There goes Verstappen trying to get past Sainz. Tsunoda very much in this fight. So next lap is the one. Well, Sainz doesn't have DRS here. Oh, that could have been a chance for Tsunoda to get through. But Tsunoda even delayed an extra lap. I think that's probably wise. Yeah, this is the one, because he's starting to just come off the end of them a little bit. So Tsunoda's in.
The window is open.
Okay.
There's Albon following those guys. 2.5 seconds ahead of Pierre Gasly, which is pretty good. Now where's Tsunoda going to come out? Oh, 6-second pit stop.
Sorry.
Might not affect him too much, actually. It might give him a little bit longer to get on with it,
The
but
Williams crew ready here.
I don't know where the issue was.
Oh, but it's slow. That's so
I
unfortunate.
think it was with the release. I don't really know what it was, but we got some yellow flags.
Looks like it was Alonso.
And it was Fernando
involved in that
Alonso. What's happened to him? Has he just lost it? Oh, he's locked up. And into the wall. Yeah, I think Albon's actually in a good place with his tyres. This could be a chance for Albon now. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, nearly got past Hamilton there. And there we go, he is past now. Very nicely done, although they are still side by side. Meanwhile, Yuki Tsunoda just making up the time quite nicely at the moment. This is Alex Albon's optimal pit lap. So let's get him in.
Close the gap if you can.
Yep, he goes round the outside. That'll turn into the inside line. And Albon will be through here. Still side by side with Hamilton. DRS will get him through this time, as Tsunoda's managed to overtake Nick de Vries. Should get past the last car fairly easily. Yep, he is through. So Albon into the pit lane, need a quick one. And will Charles Leclerc be the one That holds all the aces here. Yep, Albon out into nice clear air. Tsunoda still pushing nicely. Magnussen and Bottas are next. Yeah, I don't know when they're planning on taking those hard tyres to. Yeah, chance for Tsunoda. And, well, this could be an amazing... Oh, I was going to say double overtake. Very nearly managed it. It's going to get Bottas fairly shortly and then be able to push a little bit. So let's be aggressive with Tsunoda while he's got a bit of clear air. Meanwhile, Alex Albon, how quickly is he going to be able to get past these guys? Yep, looks fairly good. Yep. And those front runners are going to have to come in at some point. Hamilton is a bit of a bottleneck. There we go then, Carlos Sainz in the pit lane. Tsunoda well and truly through. And where can Tsunoda come into this? Yep, through on Russell. And now should be able to get past Piastri fairly straightforwardly. Okay. Stroll in the pits. Yes, Tsunoda just losing a little bit there. Not entirely sure what was going on there. Right, here we go. Yeah, easily through for Yuki Tsunoda. Right, back onto standard now. Albon, meanwhile, in a nice bit of clear air. How's his lap times doing? A 35.9 last time out. Only bettered by Sergio Perez out there, so Albon doing quite nicely as well. And obviously Carlos Sainz is somebody we have to watch because he's on soft tyres. Yeah, Albon not too far behind either. Okay, let's have a little look at tyres. Well, both of these guys are on very old tyres. We should be able to get past them fairly easily. And yeah, I think this is the moment for Tsunoda to get past Gasly, and he's easily through. Will Gasly be able to hold off Sainz? Doesn't look like it. So Albon, meanwhile, is past Russell. And might be able to get past Piastri as well. Very good. And this is Gasly now. As we're expecting signs to get past Sonoda, and that's exactly what happened there. VSC. VSC.
Close to the delta as you can.
Okay.
Yep, no idea what's happened there. It's Hamilton. It's Lewis Hamilton. Hamilton is out. So that gives us a real opportunity for a podium today. So on merit at the moment, 4th and 5th. After everybody has done one pit stop so far. Yeah, they should.
ESC ending.
Copy.
Okay, I'm gonna actually push Albon a little bit here.
Full deploy. DRS enabled.
And there we go. Albon just needs to get himself away from Oscar Piastri if he can. Tsunoda's tyres about the same as Charles Leclerc and Sergio Perez. Carlos Sainz puts in fastest lap of the race. Right, let's let Tsunoda have a little bit of fun out there as well.
DRS is currently disabled. DRS is currently disabled.
Copy.
Well, we maybe had a little bit too much fun there with Yuki. Right, how far away is Tsunoda from pitting? Quite a bit. Lap 40 is the one. Right, do we tell him to avoid high-risk curbs? Maybe let his teammate through as well. Tsunoda's going to be taken by Verstappen, but yeah, we're on very different strategies, really. Carlos Sainz is the one. Right, Tsunoda is going to be coming in this lap.
You go for it.
Okay.
So Tsunoda's in. Remember, he lost about 4 seconds in his first pit stop, so at the moment he should be pretty much on par with
Window is open.
Alex Albon as Charles Leclerc has come in. And here comes Albon, Tsunoda, sorry, into the pit box to get a decent stop. And he's coming out decently in front of others, which is good. So that means Tsunoda now can push till the end of the race
Copy.
on those hard tyres. Well, Alex Albon
Can push
needs to
through
push.
all corners.
Copy.
Next lap that Albon's coming in. He's going on to the soft tyres again. Not brand new ones, but 93%, that should be okay. Now will Albon come out in front of Tsunoda?
Box.
That's the big question here.
Copy that.
A little look at tyres. So signs on very old soft tyres. Quite a few people on quite old hard tyres. A couple on fresh-ish mediums. Tsunoda in a good position on his hards. Can't get the tyre off. Damn it.
Okay, I don't know. What was that?
2 mistakes this Grand Prix. 7-second pit stop for Albon. Can he get out ahead of Magnussen? It's going to be close, but he has managed it. That was pretty important.
Okay, happy to
Okay,
manage.
Albon's going to be fine.
Yes.
So let's have a look at last lap time. Tsunoda 1:34 flat. That is the fastest of anybody out there other than Charles Leclerc. So, Albon 42 seconds behind the leader. Tsunoda 37 seconds behind the leader. It's obviously a very, very long pit stop here in terms of time. Fernando Alonso actually seems to be in a reasonable position with his tyres. He's now within a second of Alex Albon, so I think Alonso is going to be a bit of a problem between now and the end of the Grand Prix. Oh, we got a safety car. Oh, it's Albon. Oh, and there's fire.
I'm fine.
Oh my god. Albon, you need to get out of there.
Yep.
So this is what happened. Right, we're down at turn 5.
I think it's Fernando Alonso trying to get through.
And the impact
Yeah,
on the car
oh, I mean, that's a
is quite
huge
clear.
incident.
Now, their confidence will have taken a hit with that.
That could cost us a lot. Albon's out. Right, where is Tsunoda? I think it's possibly worth bringing him in because he's got some fresh soft tyres. He's got a good gap to Bottas behind. So I don't think this will affect Tsunoda too much. Oh.
Overtake is available if needed.
Well, Albon and Alonso out, so that's 5 drivers out of this Singapore Grand Prix now.
Copy.
Yeah, I'm just checking we have confirmed that. Well, Albon is the one that gets blamed for it.
Copy.
So, yep, Tsunoda's in. And the front guys are as well. I think that's a very, very smart decision. Looks like everybody has come in and fit a brand new set of soft tyres, so there's going to be no advantage at all. So Tsunoda's going to be P9. I don't see how he's going to really manage to get past any of the others. Yeah. Right then, zoom it through.
Battery is good.
We need to try and maximise the points from Sonoda. But yeah, we weren't even being aggressive with Albon in terms of overtaking or defending. It's just one of them incidents, but...
Safety car in this lap. Safety car in this lap.
Of course.
Get ready for your start.
It had to happen
Copy.
when we're 60 grand away from hitting the cost cap. So here we go then. We got 13 laps of this Singapore Grand Prix to go. And Yuki Tsunoda manages to get past Lance Stroll straight away. That was an important move because I think he's quicker than Lando Norris. So I think he can make this stick. But yeah, I'm gutted about Alex Albon. He's going to have a penalty at the next Grand Prix as well. Yeah, that's just very unfortunate, isn't it? Yeah, maybe Tsunoda needs to attack more with his tyres. Because it looks like Norris has just got away here. I've not really got any concept of how that's happened.
So what DRS?
Copy.
Tsunoda in trouble here. I think really should have the pace to get past Norris, but just isn't able to catch up at the moment. Although it looks like he just about has done. Yeah, good stuff. Right then, 10 laps to go. Let's focus on Tsunoda and try and get him as many points as we can. Yeah, Alonso will have had a damaged car as well, so I just still don't really know how that incident happened. And Albon, I mean, in a firing car, I think everything must be destroyed. And that's going to be a real problem for us. And maybe now that we're definitely going to breach the cost cap, or presumably are, maybe that's our excuse to just break it even more and push everything to the limit for next season. Anyway, more DRS, and now tries round the outside of Norris, now down the inside and is through. Good manoeuvre from Tsunoda there. Needed to make that work and make that happen. His tyres are going to suffer the consequences. But I think once he's past Gasly, I think he can chill out a little bit. I think 7th is the best he can do. Oh, he's in the wall.
Let's see what happens.
He's in the wall.
So we're heading now into
What on
turn
earth
5.
happened here? No, he just locked up.
Within a split second, the impact's made.
So, from what looked like it was going to be a very fruitful Grand Prix for us, it's now very much not.
I'm an idiot.
You are. That is correct.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's his front wing.
Oh, damage in one front wing, I think. Sorry, mate.
Yeah,
Head down.
might as well try and hold on. What can we do with Tsunoda here? There's only 3 laps to go.
DRS is currently disabled.
Yeah,
DRS is
need to
currently
tell him
disabled.
to always defend. See if he can hold them off, but I don't think it's going to happen unless there's a safety car or red flag. There goes K-Mag. He's through. It's only 2 laps left. Can he hold on to a solitary point? Well, he's just ahead of Russell here. He might be able to. Can he hold on? No. He's got a puncture. So no, he's got a puncture.
Oh, it's incredible.
Head down.
Well, I think we have to retire the car, don't we?
Don't worry about it. Box. Box.
Yeah,
Box.
well,
Fire the car.
absolute disaster in Singapore. It's Carlos Sainz that wins the Grand Prix. Verstappen second, Perez third. Leclerc finishes fourth, and you got to say our drivers would have been right up there fighting for it had it not been for the Albon incident. But it is what it is, and there we are. What
I'll be
a
honest
disaster.
now, it'd take a real optimist to find
We've even had to
anything
turn the
good about
lights
Alex
out.
Albon's race.
They'll be very disappointed to have had their race end early. No driver wants that to happen, but now they just have to look forward.
And with that, the Sainz name remains engraved in F1 history.
And that's win number 1 of the season, and it's sure to provide them with a real confidence boost.
And you've got to think that Singapore will be buzzing now for many hours to come. Now, Karun, no doubt there'll be a lot for the teams to process after that race. But how do you think the Williams team are feeling?
They'll be disappointed. Neither driver really shone here, it has to be said, and there's quite a bit of work to be done, but they'll be well aware of that.
And a big thanks to you all for joining us this weekend here in Singapore.
Next round will see us head east as F1 prepares for the Japanese Grand Prix. We'll see you at Suzuka, a firm favourite for the drivers.
Okay, well, I mean, I can't really say anything more. It's been an absolute disaster. Down to 9th and 10th in the championship, funnily enough, and Alpine, take a big chunk, 18 points, so they're now just 17 points behind us in the championship. It's not going to be good. 8th and 9th in this championship, meaning, we've definitely lost out to Red Bull now. Surely we can't lose out to Ferrari, but 2 pit stop errors. It's not been a great outing for the Williams team. We did get 4.8 million though, probably from the qualifying streak. Oh my god. What on earth has happened here? Right. Let's look at Albon's car, shall we? Yeah, so chassis is broken. So that's our last chassis of the season. We have got 2 more front wings. I think we've got some rear wings as well. Suspension is okay, just about, I think. Oh my god, full powertrain failure. So we've got 1 more powertrain for the season. We might just get away with it. Yeah, ERS, well, it's just going to have to be what it's going to be, isn't it, with Albon? Gearbox, he's got one more gearbox this season. Any more crashes for Albon, and that is it. That is it. Oh, well, yeah. Yeah, we are in some deep trouble here. We're projected to just about meet the cost cap by 64,000. I think we've actually just about managed to survive that crash, but boy oh boy, we are going to have to be careful now, because we have got a decent amount to go as well, haven't we? 7 more races. That's a lot. And we've got sprint races to come in Losail, Austin, and Sao Paulo. So realistically, we've got a lot of places where we can, you know, get a lot of damage. Oh, I'm just, yeah, I'm raging, absolutely raging with that. Alex Albon has completely ruined our race there. It might cost us 5th in the championship, because we would have got some good points from that Singapore race, but it's a double DNF in Singapore. And, well, that's where we're going to leave it for today. If you have enjoyed it, give it a big thumbs up down below, subscribe for plenty more F1 Manager videos, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.